There is no self. Nothing is there which needs healing. Only the perfection of God is there. Dispose of your sense of being a physical self. You are spirit. And spirit, being infinite, has no physical being. Nothinize the condition. Spirit knows nothing that needs healing. Greetings and welcome to Stir Up Your Purpose channel. I believe your day is going great wherever you are around the world. Finally, summer has arrived here in British Columbia. Springtime was unusually very cold, and it's nice to have these warm days, at least for a few months. And by the way, happy Canada Day to our Canadian viewers. Today, I would like to share some of my favorite Herb Fitch quotes. I hope you love quotes. Quotes are important, for they have the power to motivate, inspire, and encourage when you feel unhappy or lacking motivation. At such time, read a few quotes and you will see how your mood and state of mind begin to improve. Also, quotes contain insight and wisdom condensed in a few words. If you read or listen to the quote a few times and focus on the words, often you will discover wisdom and insight that will help you in your life. Now, let's get into those power-laden quotes. There is no self. Nothing is there which needs healing. Only the perfection of God is there. Dispose of your sense of being a physical self. You are spirit. And spirit, being infinite, has no physical being. Nothinize the condition. Spirit knows nothing that needs healing.
Where do you begin and where does God end? Is there a place where God ends and you begin? And if you can find that place where God ends and you begin, you will not be in absolute truth. Think about it a moment. Is there a God in you, or is there a God without a beginning and without an ending? And now, try to find yourself in that picture. Now, if you want to be absolute and you find no place where God ends and you begin, then you must go deeper than the surface of that understanding. You must then act from that awareness. See if you can accept that there is no place where God ends and you begin. And when you feel you can accept it, make the correction in consciousness, firmly, knowing you can never go back to a place where there is a separation between God and yourself. And now, go even deeper, because there is no place where God ends and I begin. I and the Father are one. But God is spirit. And if you have pledged yourself to absolute truth, you must now accept that because God does not end and you begin, but God is continuous and God is spirit, the only reality to which you can answer is, I am spirit.
Whatever the claim is, must be a material misperception. There is no problem, no condition. There is pure spirit, undivided from its infinite self. Impersonalize the person. Impersonalize yourself. Relax all thought in the knowing the one presence of God is maintaining the perfection of himself as the living Christ. All that can be happening is God. All that can be happening is the perfection of God. The perfection of God is happening where the claim appears. Where we appear, where all appear. There is an unconditioned universe, one infinite, unconditioned spirit. How deeply this is accepted in consciousness, how deep our conviction is, determines whether we find that inner peace. You provide the truth in consciousness and the vacuum. Then the Spirit goes before you and does the work. World thought knocks at the door of our consciousness, and there is an unconscious, involuntary gravitational pull tempting us to let it in. If we but crack the door of our mind, world mind infiltrates the individual human mind. The collective world thought of mortal mind subtly implants itself as individual belief, manifesting as our experience. The world mind poses as our mind and substantiates, confirms its own false recreation and the transient imitation which it manifests. The universal mirror mind is your individual mirror mind, although you think of it as your human mind. In other words, the universal counterfeit mind places a false image before you, then individualizes within you and looks out through your eyes to confirm the image it has presented. The cosmic deception is further complicated by the hopelessly limited range of your perceptive faculties. Consider this. Light is moving past you at 186,284 miles per second. To your eyes, most of this is completely invisible. So narrow is your range of vision from this great spectrum of light around you, that your human eyes perceive only an infinitesimal fraction of light waves, and this becomes the fleeting series of cloudy impressions you mistakenly call life and makes up a dream consciousness which lives in unawareness of its soul. We have to develop the divine vision which sees through the negative and positive and instantaneously becomes aware of divine perfection seated on every throne. This is how we bring the light of God into this physical world, by recognizing it in the invisible. We all have that possibility, and if we are ready, we can call it our responsibility. As a bearer of the light, we have to see the light. At first, we have to feel the light. So we intuit the light before we even see it. And when we see it, it turns out to be different than physical light. It is the light of wisdom. Shine your light, for the light is come, and you are the light.